You ready?
Yeah.
Happy school year!
Happy school year!
Woo! Yay!
Hi, parents. My name is Nikki Lemke, and I'm going to tell you a few things about me. I like to read. I love to walk. I love to cook. I love yoga. Of course, I love to teach first grade and zebras. Mrs. Baker.
Thank you. I'm Kelly Baker, and I love kitty cats. They're kind of my big passion. I love to walk outside, and I love to bake cookies and eat them. And I love to share them with first graders. That'd be fun. And of course, we love to be a teaching team together.
All right. I am Miss Dowell. I'm Jamie Dowell, and I love dogs. I have my own dog at home. He's a big dog. I love to cook. I really love to exercise. I like to get up early every morning before school and work out. And I love to cook. Did I say that?
I think you said it, but you must really love to cook.
I love cooking.
She loves cooking.
We're a great team. We are a great team.
We are.
So who gets to take it away?
I am.
All right.
Mrs. Lemke, you're up.
All right, I'm up. Mrs. Lemke, here I go. Okay, I'm going to talk about these lovely take-home folders that you probably see every day, and just to tell you a little bit about them. Hopefully, when you get them at home, what the stuff that says keep me, if you could just take all the keep me stuff out and leave it at your house so it doesn't come back, because all that is stuff that we need you to keep. But if it says return me, that's the stuff you're going to return. Like usually it's homework or maybe a note that you want to give me or something like that. So that's what the take-home folders are for. They all have your students' homework in there. And we try to make the homework really fun and meaningful so your child could get responsibility with homework and hopefully enjoy it and learn a little bit at home. Just get a little practice. So homework's not going to be like something brand new. It should be just all practice. And if you think it's too hard, you can always modify it. Or if you think it's too easy, you can always add a little challenging to it too. Because, really it's just getting them ready for second grade and getting a good practice for your student. We do hope, though, as part of the homework that your child reads every day, though. That's really a big part of it. It doesn't always say that in the homework itself, but we're just assuming that you're having your child read every day. Looking at my notes to make sure I don't forget anything about the homework. Yes, another thing about the homework is if you have a note you want to give to one of the teachers and maybe something happened in your house or you needed to know something, just jot it down on that homework paper that you're returning. We check the homework every morning, so if there's something important you want to tell us, we look right there, and that would be a great way to communicate with us. Another thing that's part of homework is a bedtime story. I know children love that, so I'm hoping that you have a routine where every night somebody in the house gets to read your child a bedtime story. Hopefully it's mom or dad, but if they have to work at night, maybe it's big brother or sister or grandma or grandpa, because bedtime stories are a great way for a child to hear literature, hear things being read, and it's just a great way for them to get to bed. Library books also, I'll talk about since we're talking about reading. Library books hopefully live in the backpack. I tell my students that. I know the other first grade teachers do too. Hopefully when you're done with a library book, that you just leave it in the backpack so you can have your child take it out, read the book, or read it to your child, and then after that, hopefully you put the library book back in the backpack. That way when it's library time, it's right here at school. I know people, some of the students have said, oh, I have a safe shelf at my house, or I have a cupboard I keep them in, and that's great. I'm sure it's a good spot, but then when it's library time, guess where the book is? It's safe, but it's at your house, and it's not here at school. So when they go to the library, they can't check books out. So just when you're done with the library book, keep them in the backpacks. Tennis shoes, kind of part of your homework too. Tennis shoes, of course, when there's gym and music, we'd have to wear tennis shoes for gym days, but we go out to recess every day. So wearing tennis shoes would be very helpful. It's very safe on the playground if your child has tennis shoes on. The next thing I get to talk about, field trips. Okay, we're gonna build a teepee this year in, I think, September actually, maybe late September. I don't have the exact date yet, but you'll be getting a note about that soon. And that field trip comes to us. We learn all kinds of things about Native Americans. We will, on Kansas Day, have a field trip then, but that field trip also comes to us here at school where we'll have like native plants and animals that the students will be learning about. December is a fun field trip. We get to go to Kaleidoscope then. Usually one of the high schools puts on a play and they invite us. And so if we get invited by a high school this year, I'm sure we'll try and go to that. And then in the spring, we get to go to Old Shawnee Town. And we really love that. There will be like a whole farm for us. And we'll get to act like we're living way, way back when. And the kids will really have a blast doing that in the spring. I think I've covered all the field trips. And who's going to come up next?
Hey, it's me, Mrs. Baker. Hey, gang, you have been doing a fabulous job at the dropping your kids off in the morning. We've got mindful mornings that start at the gym, and the kids will come in and they can eat breakfast at 7:40, and then I think they make the other kids stay out till about 10 till 8. And then we have more staff that's on duty at that time. The kids can go to walking club, and that's walking around the gym. It's a great way for them to start their day because they get to burn off some energy, and then they also get to talk to their friends, and we know that that's really important. And we also know it's kind of hard for them not to do that when they're in a classroom. So the more they talk before they get here, the better. We are starting out at 8 o'clock with our mindful mornings, and school doesn't officially start till 8:10, but you can just it's nice for them to come in and kind of hang out and listen. Mrs. Fosher, the principal, she'll talk a little bit about things that we really need to be thinking about during that day, maybe some special events that are happening. Kids are also, we get to all stand and clap and say happy birthday if somebody's having a birthday. Then after that, we say the Overland Park Promise, and then we do the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we come back to our classrooms and get started on our day. For pickups, you'll notice that we have a new place where your kids were than they had been earlier. First grade gets out there on the blue line, which is way far at the end of the parking lot, and that way it kind of makes it easier if all the first grade parents come pick off of Lowell. But of course, if you're coming down off of the Robinson side, we won't keep your kid. We'll send him home, we promise. But remember, if you park, you have to walk across the street to come pick up your kids, because we can't just send the little ones out. We want to teach them not to run through where there are parked cars, because we don't want anybody to get hurt. So please just come on over and grab your kid. Make sure they high-five us so we know where they went. Overland Park is what's called a positive behavior school. Go Bulldogs. And so you might hear about this when your kids come home. Okay, A is for active listening, and we're trying really hard to teach them what it looks like to be a good listener. B is for best effort. You always want to give your best at everything that you can. C is care for property, because we know how much money you spend on buying things for your kid, and we want to teach them how to take care of it. D is for deep down kindness. That's really a big one around here. And E is extreme safety, because we want your babies to come home to you in the same shape that they came to us. So, go Bulldogs. I think that there was just one more thing I needed to let you guys know. Two more things, sorry. If you need to change your child's way of getting home, please email the office so that Mrs. Peary can let us know. We just need to make sure that everybody that picks up is on the list of okay people to pick your child up. And the last thing is, we have Opie Bucks, which I forgot to grab Opie Bucks, but it's a way that we have of catching kids doing their best job. Thank you, Mrs. Limcat. Of course, it's in a zebra pack. So if you see these coming home, remind your kid to bring them back, because every classroom does something special with these Opie Bucks. So if we see a kid that is doing great active listening and somebody right beside them might not be, we might give the buck to the kid who's doing the right thing, and that catches the attention of the other kid. Instead of being negative Nellies, we want to be positive and catch them being good, and we really feel like that makes a big difference. So when you see these, ask your child to bring them back, and they write their name on the back and their grade level and their teacher's first letter, and boom, they could win a prize. So I think I did it all, me and the cat. We'll just mosey along.
All right, hello everyone. I have a few more things to talk about. The first thing is, you probably have been told by your student that we eat snack every day. So we do that in the morning as kind of like a late morning snack just to get through until lunch because we want all of our friends to stay full and not hungry. So if they can bring just a small healthy snack every day, that would be great. Or you can also bring a snack for us to share as a class. So if you bring like a big box of like individually wrapped things or big box of goldfish or just crackers, anything like that that's easy to share, that is great because then we can pass it around to our whole class. Otherwise, just packing a small snack every day also works. It's probably helpful just to watch out for peanuts. We are a peanut-aware school, so just kind of keep that in mind. We don't have any allergies within our first grade classroom, so that is a good thing. So then we also can bring water bottles. So if a lot of children do bring water bottles to school. If they don't already, you might encourage them to, just because we go out to recess and it's been really hot, and that way they don't have to always go to the water fountain. They can just fill up their water bottle. They can keep it at their desk and take drinks whenever they want. So that is something that you might want to do. Something that's new this year too of the Shawnee Mission School District is that we do not do birthday treats. So please do not bring birthday treats if it's your child's birthday. We do like to just celebrate within our classrooms. We can sing happy birthday. We will acknowledge the birthdays, but unfortunately we can't do birthday treats. But if you'd like to bring something else, you could bring pencils or stickers, something fun like that for your child to share with their classmates. That is always welcome. And then one more thing to talk about is iPads. So we all use iPads here at our school. And each child has an iPad to use while they are here at school. It stays in our classrooms. But we do limit that use because we know that too much screen time is not good for our eyes, and we like to do hands-on activities, and we are always doing that within our classroom. But the iPads really do enhance our lessons, and the kids can do things on their own or with groups. And iPads, there's a lot of different options for us to use and a lot of great software programs that we use as a class. So those are always awesome. And so we just want you guys to know that we don't use technology all day long because we do lots of hands-on activities and we're outside playing. But it is a great tool for our students to use in all of our learning as well.
All right.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
All right, so we just want everyone to have a great school year. We're excited. One thing we will tell you, though, we have a little secret code. If you could tell your child that you've watched the video, and the code is going to be zebras,
Cats.
Dogs.
so then they need to know those 3 words. If they can tell us those 3 words, they're going to get a lot of Opie bucks. And the 3 words are zebras,
Cats.
Dogs.
happy school year.
Happy
Happy school year.
Yay.
Thanks for watching.